Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Gamer, and we are of course returning to our Let's Play of Command Modern Operations, where we are playing as the United States, trying to take out this Russian airbase over here. Now, this is not the first time that we're going for it. Last time, or one of the last episodes at least, we did lose two F-35s, but now we're coming back in force, and you can see the force that we are sending over there in the... just by the number of these missiles that are now flying this direction. Hopefully trying to take them out successfully at the very least. We should see the amount of missiles that we are sending here on at least some of these things, although I can't quite find them. So it's about 120 missiles or so that I know. The Iranians, or the Russians that are supporting them, are trying to shoot down our missiles with their own missiles, so with their surface-to-air missiles over here. They are trying to take them out. They are kind of successful in doing that. So let's see whether we will be able to come through, whether our missiles are going to make it through while we are playing there. We, on our side, have just shot down an aircraft over here. Can we still see that somewhat as an explosion or something? No, we cannot. Anyway, there was a MiG-35 over there, one of the most modern Russian aircraft, so that's nice. And that does mean our right flank is now much more safer than it was before. On the other hand, there is an SU-35 over here that is still somewhat over these mountains, and that is still kind of dangerous towards us. It has sent a couple of missiles down here towards our striker group, which in turn is being attacked by one of these surface-to-air missiles there, and I hope that is going to miss. We'll have to see about that, I'm afraid. Other than that, there are still a couple of surface-to-air missiles flying over here, while most of our strike group is already retiring after sending off these missiles. These guys down here are actually only, I think, 3 aircraft. One of them was shot down already. Nevertheless, they are carrying a couple of JSORs. Not really sure whether they are going to be that useful anymore, but yeah, let's see whether we can do something with these guys and maybe pop out over there. I should ask you guys to actually turn off your radar. Right, okay, yeah, let's see whether that is going to do any better. I do not know. Right, other than that, we've sent a couple of missiles this way against this fighter, but we've turned away our seed group number 2 over here, which did send out these missiles at a very low altitude. They're trying to retire. I kind of think that they're going to miss due to that fact, but maybe we're going to be successful in... You know what, maybe this guy here... you know what, let's wait a second over here. This is 4 missiles, so we don't have to be that wasteful. Up over here there are probably a couple of aircraft in the mix over here, but for now we don't need to be too concerned with them. So yeah, the really big question is, are these 120 missiles or so going to pass through over here, or are they going to be shot down? And yeah, so let's resume over here. Have a look on the SAM down there, the area up here, and of course this system right there. So here we go. First of all, that missile did miss, so that is fantastic news. Let's bring you up over there. We are seeing further missiles. That is not a big surprise. You can see all of the explosions down there as our missile force here is being thinned out. Bit weird that these guys are... Ah, Jesus, just look at that. Just look at how much stuff we're losing over here. Missile after missile, they're being shot down by these enormous amounts of enemy systems there. Right, okay, so what have we got down here? And there's another surface-to-air missile flying that way. You guys are doing... Wait a minute, why are you flying that way? This is a weird missile. This is a very weird missile. What is that? It's a missile as well. It's not considered a surface-to-air missile yet. Well, apparently we can't target it at this very moment, but I'm not too sure what exactly it is. So that, I think, is not that great. The eyeball down here can actually go down there, I think. Could you attack that? No. So I'm thinking it's probably a surface-to-air missile. I'm not sure where it was launched from, but I think it's going to be alright. These F-35s are fine, and hopefully this guy is now going to lose track of these two missiles so that these strikers here can also safely withdraw. That would be fantastic. Right, so let's resume over here. Also keep an eye up on the situation up over there. These missiles are still flying towards this, but are they going to hit? If they are not going to hit, I think we might be in trouble down there. So you know what, we are actually going to send more missiles this way. Immediately going to fire off 2 of our missiles here. Gonna turn on your radar, and I think that should be fine. Yeah, let's actually ask you to do that, and let's come up there. That should be enough, I think. Let's see whether that is going to work. These 2 missiles here are concerning to me, but yeah, more and more surface to air missiles. Yes, there was a hit there. These guys still might be on, so to say, but that should still be okay. So we can turn off this radar installation over here, and still sort of fly down here. I'm not sure what these surface-to-air missiles are, what they are going for. So let's actually sort of turn that way, and try to get out of here a little bit like that. Right, I think that's going to be fine. Okay, other than that, yeah, there's no other air threat right now. Oh, look at this. So these guys here are firing as well. I'm not sure what they're firing at. Potentially these missiles, I'm thinking at least. And this is starting to be very hard to read over here. That's a little bit of a new euphemism. Okay, still we've got 18 missiles flying towards this thing over there. We've got only 16 flying towards that one, which is slightly less than it could be. 15 towards this one, and 22 towards over here. So we still have a substantial amount of stuff in the air over here, but we'll have to see truly. Okay, and you guys have evaded that, so that's fantastic and very, very good news. Right, so there is another flanker over here. Could you actually engage him? You could. Well, that'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? On the other hand, you guys, the JSOLs, what's your range? 45 miles. That is within range of the stuff over here. So that is actually kind of alright. And it does look a little bit like we have scored a hit over here, which is actually super nice. Question is, what are we going to do with these guys then? Well, I think since this guy here is actually still emitting, we probably have to think... Yeah, you could still be operational. You could, couldn't you? Likewise, these guys over here. On the other hand, we only have 8 missiles here with this guy. That's basically nothing. So I'm really not that sure we'll be able to take them out over here. Well, I suppose what we could do is send, at the very least... Oh, you need to be at least 10,000 feet up. Okay, let's nevertheless allocate 1 towards you. Then there's another one over here, I think. Yes, 1 towards you. And we can also attack these guys over here. Huh, curious. Why did you have so few of them? Right, and you could also take one, I think. Can't see anyone else down here, so let's send one missile towards each of you. Then we've got 2 more. Okay, that's fantastic. We're going to send them towards these guys. I have very little hope that we're going to do anything over here. Well, we might as well try, so yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's send you up over this way. Let's get you towards to be at least 10,000 feet up. That shouldn't take too long. I think you can go loiter speed. Don't really want you to be any faster than that. And we're going to send the ECM aircraft after you, and then we're going to see what else is going to develop over here. You know what? What we could potentially do instead of striking up over here, I'm thinking we could strike the airbase itself. Wouldn't that be fantastic? So where is it though? can't quite see it. Oh, it's over here. Right. Yeah. Let's strike these guys instead. Oh, okay, we've selected the Growler. My bad. Right, let's grab you. Let's get towards an attack on these things over here. Yeah, and you know what? You here. Let's deallocate that. Let's send. Okay, this is peculiar. Right, let's send you. What's going on? Weird. Okay, nevertheless, let's first... Okay, let's deallocate that one as well. Okay, you're rising now. Lots and lots of missiles are coming in here. Lots of them striking as well, so that is fantastic to see. And very nice, actually. A couple of these guys are streaming past us, and I'm not sure where they're going exactly. They might be coming in for some of our aircrafts. They might just be going elsewhere entirely. Okay, you are apparently being engaged down here. I don't know exactly why, but let's see. Hopefully that is not going to be a loss. And of course it is going to be a loss. So that's the 4th aircraft that we're losing over here. Not the best, but obviously not the worst either. Right, you've got a couple of minutes still being good fuel, so let's actually try to make use of that and come up this way. Lots of missiles just flying nowhere. That's okay then. You're probably rising over here. You should be able to engage these guys, shouldn't you? Really curious why that isn't the case. Still lots and lots of missiles over here, so that is fantastic to see. Very nice, very nice. I think we have scored a lot of hits over here. Not so much against this one though, so that is certainly... you know what, this is I think going for the striker group, so you know what, let's forget about this. Let's try to get towards to minimum altitude. Let's try to go more or less perpendicular like so, and military speed is fine, so yeah, I think that's alright. And you're very low, that's cool. Right, yes, very nice. You're flying into here, so let's see. I think we've scored a good number of hits on this guy over here, and we haven't seen him emitting in the last couple of minutes, so that would be really nice if we could take him out this way. How about you over here? Yeah, we are still seeing the radar over here, but only the air surge, the cheese board. I think if we took out the gravestone, that would be fantastic, because the gravestone I think is the fire control radar. Yes, whereas there's only an air surge radar. And there's a gap here of 3 seconds, so we might have taken that one out, so that would be fantastic actually. I don't think we can retarget anything of this. If we could, that would be also nice. It's always a little bit difficult to judge just how much you need to push through over here, and just how much is just going to fly through there all by itself. Right, let's resume. Let's see whether we can get these guys out of here. I hope that all of these surface to air missiles are just sort of the stuff that has passed some of our missiles as we are impacting them, but it's always very hard to say whether that is truly what's going on. Okay, yeah, and I do think we are seeing hits over here as well, so that is very, very nice indeed. Look at that, this guy is flying north, which is peculiar. We've got a couple of flankers over there, that's not a big deal, but let's stay vigilant over here, and let's try to bring everyone out. Why are you starting to fly low, I wonder? Don't quite get that. Okay, lots of missiles being stricken off there, that's nice to see. And I think that might be a very good sign. So there's still MiG-29 over here, still a couple of things that are probably trying to come at us. But for the most part it seems like we've done a good amount of damage over here, so that is fantastic to see. Yeah, you guys are retreating home. You actually do not need to emit any radar signature. It would be fantastic if you could cease to do that. Right. So, you, my friend, I think it is the best if you could, if you can at all, try to get rid of this guy over here, because you do sort of threaten our retreat. So let's turn on the radar over here for a second. That should give you enough chance to launch at least 2 missiles, if at all possible. And why are you going so fast? You don't need to be that fast. You, on the other hand, are trying to get away from here very fast. Which is okay, but let's go cruise speed for now. I don't think there's any immediate threat. Well, other than, of course, these aircraft. You know what? Let's try to... Why is my interface gone? It's really weird. Okay, nevertheless, most of our aircraft here seem to be able to retreat, so that is nice to see. Got still a couple of ships over here. So yeah, now these strikers. Well, we could send stuff down here, but I just don't think it's going to be that viable. Could also send it over there. But yeah, no. Let's simply retreat. They're a good backup, but that's it. Right, that was fantastic. Could you actually... Could you launch a missile this way? Just by F1. You engaged offensive cranking. Doesn't look like cranking to me. It looks like you're slowing down. These guys are going on afterburner speed though. So, you know what? Okay, can you shoot a missile? That missile did find another target to engage, which is fantastic. Okay, you know what? Let's unassign you. Let's bring you back home. Let's look at the EOS sensors. Let's turn off the radar and simply keep on jamming. And that is fine and fantastic. Yeah, so now you're coming home, which is good to see. So, I think that basically leaves only our F-35s and the ECM aircraft. We've also got our SuperTomcats over here, which is also nice to see. Don't think we are seeing any MiG-35s though, so that is good. Right, you are coming in over there. You don't need to be quite as fast, my friend. Returning to base shotgun. I don't think that is what you should do. Well, you do have 1 missile left. Let's try to get down here. Intercept, at least send a missile their way. They're trying to be very fast now. No, they're not actually. So yeah, I think they're okay. Well, more aircraft are being launched from over here, so that is also something that we need to take into account. Right, and I do think we are seeing something else over here. MiG-29. MiG-29 is probably gonna just retire towards there. Yeah, so let's make a damage assessment of what we've done over here. So this is one of the SA-21s that we've seen. We've not seen its radar being active for quite a couple of minutes over here, so yeah, I think that's a very good sign. I think these guys are gone for. Over here, yeah, likewise. Detect emissions are just a while ago. And just to compare, you can see the installation right next to it is still emitting, so yeah, I think we've done a fairly good job in disabling all of these guys over here, even though it was extremely costly. We lost 4 aircraft and about 160 missiles or so, which is of course an enormous amount of missiles to lose like that. Right, let's send a missile this way. Why is the... You're a little bit high, aren't you? Right, okay, let's send you a little bit lower, send a missile that way, and that should allow these guys here then to, or should give them a little bit pause, should mean that they are taking evasive maneuvers, and that means basically these guys here can return home a little bit more unmolested, which I think is fantastic. Right, you guys also just, you know what, raid off please. And you're returning to base as well. Oh no, wait a minute, that's the... I think I meant you. Yeah, you can return home. That's fine. Okay, you've launched your missile over there. And let's keep on going this way, just so we can guide that in a little bit more while we are sending missile there. Right. And you know what? I think we can send another missile over here. Just from you. And that should be nice. Do turn on your radar and also get a little bit just lower. I think that's alright there. Right, more missions coming in from here. What we are seeing there is unclear exactly. It's a MiG-29. Yeah, it's a lot of MiG-29s. But I think we'll be pretty much gone by the time they are here. They're pretty fast, but for now I don't think they are going to be able to catch up with us over here. There's also still another F-35 down here, which maybe can give them a little bit pause while they're pursuing us. They basically don't see us over there, which is alright in my book. Okay, so I think we've done a lot of damage over here. Basically you can see their anti-air radar radius has decreased somewhat massively, and it's probably just these aircraft for now that are still capable of taking us on. Okay, that was a miss over there, and that does mean you guys can now turn home. You're returning to base Winchester, which is fine. I don't think we need any manual speed. You can go as fast as you want, basically. So that's okay. And likewise over here, is anyone being targeted? You are. Okay, so that means we can fire another missile at you over here. Yeah, there we go. Fantastic. Good stuff. Right, I think we can accelerate time here a little bit. Right, let's see whether that is going to be useful. At least we are sending them back home, which in my book is fairly fantastic. You guys can also make your way home, returning to base over here, as all of you are jamming. Fine, fantastic. Good. Yeah, the striker group. Return to base, and sensors, you are off, so that is nice. You're climbing. You know what? I think that's fine because I think we've taken all of them out, so I don't think that we are in danger here anymore of being taken out. Nice hit over there, and at least one of these aircraft has been destroyed now, which is fairly nice. And let's make sure to maybe even take out the other one as well. Another SU-35 would be fantastic to take out. Right. So... you know what, you can go on lighter speed because I do not want you to get sucked further in. What have we got over here? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 MiG-29s that have been launched from over there. So yeah, we only got 4 missiles, but still, if we are taking out some of them and just pausing the other guys, that would be fairly nice in my books. And nope, didn't get a hit over there, which is too bad, I think. Right, let's send you home. You are returning to base Winchester. Fairly nice. Manual override away so you can accelerate a little bit. But please do turn off your radar, that would be fantastic. Good. We also got the SuperTomcats here. They are mostly a weapon against their other systems, but I think for now we are alright over here. Still, I don't know what is covering all of this area here from their side. It's looking so weird. I don't know what radar system they have that can range this far. But yeah, I think we'll find out sooner rather than later. Okay, Bulldog, you guys are all going away, except for the long range guys over there. Yeah, you're coming in quite low, but I think that's fine. Don't need you to be coming up higher right now. Okay, let's keep the eyeball here for a second. And I think we can accelerate further. And see where these guys are going. You're leaving over here, but that's alright. So yeah, that's still a couple of aircraft. So what we're going to do here is ask this guy over here to assign a single missile towards each of you. And I do not think it can fire manually. No, it can. So that's lovely. Sometimes it's a little bit weird to see when exactly these guys can fire without radar support and when not. But you know what? It's fine. Okay, there we are. 4 missiles. Fly this way. Do support them if you can. There's 1 hit. Come on, you can acquire another target if you want. Nice. Okay. Fine. Okay, you guys are probably going fast now? No, you're not. Well, kind of, some of you. That's okay. Right, and then what we can do is ask you. Really? Only two aircraft? See, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, and let's ask you to send 1 missile over there towards each of you. And just go loitering speed. I think that's fine. There we go. That's a lot of missiles. That is what I'd like to see. Bulldog is returning home. Everyone else is returning home as well. I don't think anyone has any problems. What are you doing? Right. Lots of missiles flying that way. Lots of aircrafts now trying to land. We did send out 50 missiles or so, 50 aircraft or so. So that is something to be expected. Good hit ratio over there. Still 3 guys in the air. But I do think we do have another group of missiles for you. Not going to use the missiles on the other guy. I think we'll be fine this way. Do want to save up a little bit of ammunition. This is super valuable. But it should also give this guy a little bit of pause. And I don't think they'll have any issue after that. Right, yeah. Just look at how many aircrafts are trying to land on these carriers over here. Okay, you've been on the support mission. No, you're the new guy for the support mission, so that's okay too. Yeah, lots and lots of aircraft. Fine. Okay, let's come up this way. Yeah, I don't think for a single MiG-29 over here it does make sense to engage anything. So yeah, you're going to be fine. I think you're going to turn around at some point as well. Actually going fast over here, which is interesting. But I do not think you'll be able to take us on. Okay, let's run straight from you. And then over here. And I think you'll soon lose track of us. You're actually trying to run after us. Well, isn't that interesting? Okay, in that case, I think we can go military speed over here. These guys are super fast, so yeah, I think they'll leave him behind fairly easily over here. And you know what? You can go home now. We've got still a lot of aircraft over here that are doing fine. And you know what? We are going to send our combat air patrol just into the lion's den, just to see whether we can take them out. If he's gone further pursue. Yeah, notice how we've less information about him now as we've turned off most of our radar systems. But I think something that we do need to be mindful about is to turn you on, because for some reason, I do not know why, but these guys are just not using their radar. Yeah, but they are still pursuing us. See, now we know. Now we have good intel on them. You can actually go in cruise speed, please. Lots and lots of aircraft landing still. I think it should be 2 each, because technically this is 2 carriers, but I don't know exactly whether they are all active. Right. Let's send at least a missile from you. Well, let's send 2 missiles. I think that's perfectly fine. And I probably do want you to turn on your radar. There we go. 2 missiles flying his way. He's now trying to engage us. Running away and being shot down. Fantastic. Right, so you can return to your mission, which is fine. And yeah, basically that does settle all of the issues up there. I do think we can resume our approach over here a little bit faster. You're going 5 knots at the moment. I think you can probably go to cruise speed. You guys are still going super slow. But that's alright, yeah. And all of these guys landing, so yeah, I very much appreciate that. Can I go to Black Tiger 2, Black Tiger 1, detach you, you're returning to base, that's fine. So we've got only single aircraft here now, which can as well wait a little while until all of these other guys are landing. Fantastic. So, that being said, I think this is a very good place to put in a cut. I'm going to prepare another strike over here. Not on these guys so much anymore, of course, but on the other big installations, anti-air installations, that are still bothering us. And I think they are somewhat mixed in between all of these guys over there. So that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you around next time. Bye bye.